How are you doing? I will be going over argan oil. This is the, I know the light is kind of making it hard to see. This is the extra penetration oil for dry and coarse hair. Now, I normally use either argan oil or Moroccan oil, but this time around I was able to pick up the argan oil of Morocco. This is basically to help revive, smooth, and restore luster of damaged, dry, and coarse hair. Now, to a certain extent, when you have damaged hair, you may need to chop off because while you have damaged hair, you can't really fix it. So this is kind of more of like a temporary fix, to say the least. So normally to get rid of damaged hair completely, you just have to chop it off, because after you wash your hair, or use a what's it called, clarifying shampoo to get rid of any buildup, your hair is gonna start looking damaged again because all those products are coming out of your hair. So technically speaking, for damaged hair, I would recommend just to chop it off or just grow it out and not color your hair. Don't use blow dry, any heat on your hair temporarily. I wouldn't say temporarily, but just don't use it until you grow your hair out as much as you can, and then do the big chop, honestly. And while keeping your hair, while growing out, just make sure that any new hair growth coming out, you just take care of it. But my hair is dry, so this is a reason why I'm using this one specifically. Why I'm using argan oil and why I normally use argan oil and Moroccan oil. They are different from like coconut oil, olive oil, Jamaican castor oil, anything of that sort. It would be different from this because this is more of like after you wash your hair, and anything like coconut oil, castor oil, Jamaican castor oil, olive oils, those things I would put it before I wash my hair as a hair treatment, just to keep that in mind. So if I were to put this as a hair treatment before I wash my hair, it would be pointless because it's not going to do its job. Hence why argan oil, Moroccan oil would be preferable, or you should be using it after you wash your hair, and just like a little bit, and don't even go close to the roots. But anything like coconut oil, castor oil, olive oil that I normally buy from Indian, Pakistani grocery stores, or even Bengali grocery stores, basically South Asian grocery store, you can easily find those, and that's where I normally get mine from. And those are, like I said, prior to you taking a shower, just put on your hair and it does its job. And that one you can use it on your roots as well and your scalp. This one you have to stay away from the scalp and the roots. Now let's get to the point. So what you do is apply a small amount of small to palm, rub hands together, and then apply evenly to the surface of damp towel dried hair, working through to the end. I normally don't. I kind of try to. What you just do is take a towel and just squeeze it out instead of like rubbing your hair in between the towels. Usually as directed, so don't put too much in your hair. That's all I'm saying. Again, what I would do is, once I rub it in my hands, put it from ears down below. Your hair will soak up most of it. Only a little tiny bit should be left on your hair. If not, then that's fine. If you do have some left, just kind of like rub it against your scalp, but gently. So yeah, it should do the work. Now this would definitely work for dry, like I said, dry, damaged, coarse hair. My hair is fine, color treated, frizzy, and dry. It's not damaged. Well, I don't know if I should say it's not damaged because my hair is color treated. And like I said, I wouldn't really use this as a easy access to repairing my damaged hairs, because I would have to chop it off if I do have severely damaged hair. Now Since my hair is fine, I will use this a little bit, not a lot. Even if your hair is not even fine, you still will have to use a little bit. And the reason why I'm saying to use a little bit is because you will have a hard time putting it on your hair. I wouldn't go too heavy on the product, like I would normally do with something like this, which is a spray, or you know, it's an oil. You can go heavy with if you're doing the pre-washing treatments that I mentioned earlier, but with something like this, a little bit goes a long way, even though if your hair is dry. Just because you put in your hair a little bit and you feel like, oh, you may need more, don't do that. And then you will need to clarify your hair just to get rid of a lot of these products. So that's why I'm just gonna say, just use a little bit, and it's definitely gonna go a long way. This is something that I will use. I will use this, but I don't normally try to use it as often. Hence why I have other products as well to help out with my hair. This is definitely a plus. I would recommend it. If your hair is oily, I do not recommend it at all, because you don't need more oil on your hair. That's just going to make it worse. So if your hair is more on, like I mentioned here, it is from the Ogx company. Just letting you guys know. I don't know if it's supposed to be said like that or not, but it is what it is. So if your hair's on the drier side, damaged, coarse hair, then go ahead and use it. It is definitely recommendable. But if you have split ends, cut it off. Your damaged hair will need to be cut off eventually. But if you're trying to grow it out and then cut the damaged part off, then go ahead and use this as a temporary escape. And then once it grows out, just give that nice cut that you need to make your hair look a lot healthier than it should be. So yeah, I personally like to use it. I will make a final video on all the hair products that I have posted up. One of them I posted a while ago, but I'll go over it roughly quickly. But however, I would recommend this to only those who are on the dry end. If your hair is normal texture or oily, don't use this. It's definitely not recommended at all for you guys. Other than that, I'll be linking down both my Instagram pages. Make sure to follow them, hit the subscribe button and the bell button. I'll be back for more. Stay safe and stay tuned, guys.